All right, with that being said, I do believe we are ready for our next run here on the horror block. Here is F.E.A.R by Maxylobes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maxylobes. Pleasure to be here. Hello, chat. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. This is going to be a run of F.E.A.R any percent. It's something. It's wild. So strap in, get your popcorn and your blankie. I have some lovely human beings on my virtual couch with me. Waifu. There he is. Yeah, you did a great job, though, so another round of applause for him. He'll be running Devil May Cry 3 later in the event, too, so if you can catch that, definitely it's a banger. I also have with me KZ Fru.
Hello, what's going on?
Former world record holder of this game, actually, because one time he was like, Maxi, out of all the games you run, what should I try out? And I was like, F.E.A.R, and he was like, okay. And then he kind of liked it, so he got world record, and I was like,
That is true. I forgot about that, actually. Yeah, we had a conversation, I think, at AGDQ 2020, yeah. Well, was it? Yeah, it was, because it was a few months later. Yeah, I read that game.
Yeah,
that was a fun time. Yeah. Well, you know, my bad, I guess. That's how it goes.
Yeah, and then last but not least, Brian Otto.
Hello, hi, thank you for having me, Maxi.
Honestly, it's a pleasure. FPS veteran. You've watched him run Titanfall 2, surely, and his Control run, too, and also been recently running Halo 3, which has been super fun to watch.
Yeah, that game's great.
So,
and there's a Halo 3 run on Thursday, which everybody should watch because it's going to be awesome.
Definitely catch that. It's sick. But yeah, introductions all finished up. Without further ado, let's... Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hi.
Waifu.
Hello. Hi. Yeah. I still have anxiety from the last run. I'm here to help.
You're not being chased anymore, man. You're fine. You're safe.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm getting chased by this game though, because I used to run it, but I lost my times. So rip.
That is true. Waifu is a former runner of F.E.A.R, but is coming back. He will come
Soon
back.
TM.
That's exciting.
Soon.
I didn't know that. Make it happen. There's no hops in this game, but
There are no hops, but it's
great
got some
skips.
interesting tech. Awesome. All right, we're ready. Countdown
Good
from
luck.
5. Or, well, actually, wait. Loading.
it's a long 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Virtual clapping begins here. All
I
right,
think we're going to
so
see some
everyone-
not normal things, right?
Yes, yeah.
Don't take any chances.
We just skipped a bunch of cutscenes, and all of those cutscenes are supposed to explain what this game is and, you know, what you're doing and stuff, but, you know, we skipped them all, so you guys don't know a darn thing. But that's okay, because I'm here, and I'm going to explain things. I'm not going to explain what's happening on the screen right now, though. This is something we'll have to do later. Just know that this game has things in it that, they're a little weird looking.
Okay.
So, what is this game about? This game is about a company named Armacam Technology Corporation. They are creating weapons and munitions and other crazy, cool technological devices for, most profitably, war. So, kind of corrupt things are happening at this company. They have a project named Project Origin. Now, Project Origin, they're trying to create a superhuman life form. And this superhuman life form is supposed to be able to telekinetically control an army of synthetic soldiers. Yes, you're hearing me right. A bit wild. And these telekinetic soldiers are supposed to replace, human lives that you would send out to war. You just have the superhuman controlling all of them. Pretty cool concept, honestly, for a game. It's original for 2005. But one of these superhumans has gotten a little out of hand. He's starting to take his abilities and use them for his own devices.
The dead man's name was Charles Habit.
So they're not working on a really bad platform for buying and playing PC games? Because I feel like that would be equally as bad. Project Origin.
Armacam Game Store. Let's go. So this is Paxton Fettel. He's one of the successful superhumans. He did just knock us unconscious by slamming us with a plank of wood. Yes, that just happened. But more importantly, he just ate Charles Hamburger, and for those of you who have played Bugsnax, you know that this is an offense to all of Bugsnax, Grumpuses, and just the world. So he's definitely a bad, bad man. So he's taking all of these synthetic soldiers. He's angry. He wants to kill all the people involved in creating him.
See anything?
And that is where the first encounter assault recon comes in, because that's what F.E.A.R stands for. It's basically like a super crazy version of like a SWAT team, but they just deal with higher profile situations such as biohazardous stuff, and in this case, superhuman life forms going crazy. So that's F.E.A.R.
I just want to say this game takes place in 2025, so there's still a chance for this to be IRL canon. We'll see.
Please, God, no.
We're on our way. It's fine.
I also want to give a quick shout outs to Monolith, the people who made this game back in 2005. They are super supportive of speedrunning. They actually love to see people run their games, new and old, and there's quite a few that have actually been ran at GDQ. So, yeah, shout outs to them for being so generous and supportive. Now that you've kind of understood what F.E.A.R is about and what's going on, yes, I see you, chat. Bunger. Bunger indeed. Save the bungers. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. The next, 6 minutes right here is going to be a lot of explanation. There's a lot to explain, so strap in. First things first, we're supposed to open... Oh, we get to watch this cutscene. This is unintended, but this is a cool cutscene.
I was scared. It cut to black, and I'm like, that's not normal.
Same.
Hold on, what?
Just immediately. It's like, no, please.
So normally you skip this, I take it?
Yes, you're supposed to jump over the gate and not see this, but yeah, we're supposed to use controls to open this gate, and these guys, we're just gonna leave them there for the rest of eternity. Good day, gentlemen. Yeah, that cutscene was a surprise. So, even though this game's primarily a first-person shooter, there's punching. And yes, when you punch people in the face in this game, they just die instantly. It's very fast and good. We like that. That's good stuff. Good job, Point Man. So we'll be using a lot
being
of
a super soldier means you're really effective at combat.
Yes, absolutely. Here's a slide kick. This dude's gonna do a sick backflip after I kick him in the ankles and thus killing him instantly. So yeah, lots of really fun melee in this game, despite being a first-person shooter with a lot of heavy gunplay. Sir, move. Play.
It was really different.
We're coming up to our next trick called the Box Boost. Box Boost is probably the first really wacky-looking trick in the game. Oof. So we're gonna pick up these nades here. And these nades are extremely important because they're why we're able to do this next trick. We're going to throw the grenade. It doesn't really matter where you throw it, as long as you throw it in the room that you're in. Which, this is the room we want to throw it in. And the reason why we do this is because we need this box to fly in the air. We also need these guys to stop. But yeah, we need... Sir. No, I'm not going to die.
The pistol whip, dude.
Yeah, we need this box to fly in the air. And the grenade changes the way that gravity works in the room. So this box is not going to drop like a sack of potatoes as it usually would.
What the hell?
Try!
4 HP, by the way.
What? 4 HP. That was very dangerous, yes.
Why does the grenade change the gravity in the room?
No idea. Enemies can do it too. Enemies can throw a nade and change the gravity. Obviously, you don't want to just wait for them to do it, so you do it yourself. But yeah, it changes the way that props work in the air. So,
shout out to Monolith, and if they can explain that, that'd be great. Thanks.
Bullet time physics-based platforming is awesome.
My DMs are open. I'm ready to hear about it.
That is the first pretty wacky trick. There's a lot of tomato sauce. Don't worry about that. Accidents happen here at the water treatment facility. They found tomato sauce in the water. Not a good thing. Also, here's Alma. This is supposed to be like the spooky, jump-scary surprise Alma scene, and yeah,
no, this terrified me when I first played this game. I was terrified of this game. You know, I was like, I don't know how old I was. Let's see, it's 05, 06. I don't know. I was like 13, maybe. It's not a good game to play at a depressible age.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Also, you didn't soft lock Pog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you can soft lock there. Yeah.
It's just
if you hold down and right when you're jumping through the window, it'll make it like way more consistent.
Injured, although I don't know how he survived.
Didn't know that, but I didn't have that very often. In this game.
Yeah.
Maybe like twice. It was fun. You just kind of stare at the sky forever.
You can't send him in alone. That's crazy.
So Jin thinks that that's crazy, sending me in alone. But something a little crazier than that is this.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a hidden feature of this game. Being a super soldier, you can also kind of bend space, time, and reality.
Yes, Mr. Speedrunner, sir, how are you doing that, says the chat. Well, let me explain after I thrust myself into that ladder, thus giving me the ability to float in the air.
This game's broken, by the way.
Yeah. It's really
borked, dude.
So, let me explain how I'm teleporting. It's a little trick called quick porting. You quick save twice, and during that second quick save, you quick load. You'll probably see on my webcam I'm doing it really quickly, because that's how fast you have to do it. But it sends you to the coordinates 0, 0, 0 on the map. And yes, we're out of bounds. This whole level's loaded in. I'm floating to the exit. Things are happening. But it sends you the coordinates 0, 0, 0. And for a bunch of levels in this game, 0, 0, 0 is very helpful and saves a lot of time. A really, really great example of that is coming up after this spooky skeleton hug. Bring it in, brother.
Oh. I really needed a hug today, too. That was nice.
I'll hug you. Give you a big hug. So here's a great example. Quick port on this ladder. Use the ladder animation after you've quick ported so that you can climb into this room here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
the thing that makes quick porting so useful is that it actually maintains ladders and momentum. So like earlier he jumped to the left and then quick ported. And he got to keep his momentum from the jump, and that's how he was able to make it back in bounds. If you couldn't do that, then most of the quick ports actually wouldn't do anything. You just like spawn in space and then fall to your death.
Exactly, you'd spawn into a death plane. So, super cool stuff. And the whole floating in midair thing, it looks like I'm just thrusting myself into the ladder. But there's a way of doing it consistently. You hold the jump button, and while you're holding the jump button, you press crouch and use at the same time. The game is very confused at what you're doing, and it just sets your Z-axis to not change because it's like, oh, something's wrong.
I'm sorry. Can we talk about the chair? I think the chair's coming up.
Yeah, it's right here.
Good.
The white room with the chair. You want to know
about it? Yeah, we have to talk about the white room chair. Yeah. We're going to send you there, Maxi, if this is overestimate, man. You're going to have to sit in the chair.
So here's this white room with a chair. This game... because everything is just in the game, in the level, if there's like a cutscene or something that the game wants you to watch, it'll just send you to a random room. And that is that random room where Paxton Fettle's like interrogating rather. It's not really an interview, it's an interrogation. And you just get sent to that room to go watch it. It's interesting. Also, yes, that level was about 10 seconds because we quick ported mid-jump onto some water pipes, jumped on a steel girder into a vent, and then ended the level by jumping into the last room.
Yes.
Game broken.
It's kind of, I don't know, people do this in real life. They parkour in industrial complexes. Like, that happens, right?
Yeah, that's the usual. But yeah, this level is pretty straightforward now after we quick port to get farther in it. There's a cool flashy fight at the end that's going to be nice and fun to watch, but yeah, I'm done explaining a lot of stuff. This has been a very hectic mouthful of 10 minutes, but gentlemen, what do you think of the run? Chat, what do you think of the run?
I don't know, man, it's time to just punch, right? Actually, we're just going to melee, yeah, there we go. And just explode people in the pools of blood. Pretty good. I'm sorry,
the
Brian. Did you want to
shotgun's
say
great.
something?
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. I haven't played this game since I think I was probably, you know, around 14, 15 as well. But yeah, it's super neat, and I like seeing the martial arts again, because that was something that was really unique about this game that I don't really think we've seen in like an FPS since. Like that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
There's not many games you could scissor kick in.
No.
Gotta be honest. And we
by the
need
way,
more of that.
do you use the nail gun at all in this run? Because that was awesome.
Unfortunately, not.
Dang.
You could use the laser gun. Use that one.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
remember
we use the laser gun and the
Spooky
gravity
gun.
gun. That'll be much later.
This run is like super broken, but it has a nice balance. That's what I like about it. Is like, yeah, the first 10 minutes were like super dumb broken, like that level was like 1 minute long, not even, right? But then he had like this nice big combat section, and it's going to be like that for a little bit until we do another big group of skips, and then there's going to be more combat again. And it goes back and forth. It's got a nice flow to it.
I agree. It does have a nice flow to it. It's one of the reasons why I actually kept running this game for so long. For those of you who like feel like this is familiar, I ran this back at SGDQ 2018, and it's been optimized a lot since then. A lot of cool stuff has been found, a lot of more consistency. So this run,
you know, Maxi,
most likely
that run was my first exposure to you, I think, actually, too.
Really?
I remember when we met at GDQX later that year, I was like, oh yeah, you're the person that did the F.E.A.R run at GDQ. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. So this is the Armacam building. The first area in the game is the water treatment plant. And it goes by really quickly. And it's, even casually, it's not that long of an area in the game. This building right here, the Armacam, like official ATC building, this is where a lot of gameplay comes into play. Double kill. And it's definitely like a solid 50% of the game itself. Oh, move, sir, please.
Just give him the 1-2, you know? If words don't work, the fist might.
The fist will work.
Do we skip that jump scare where you're crawling through a vent and then Alma comes out at the other side, like crawling through or something like that?
So we skipped that.
Okay.
Like,
I think
way
that was the
long
biggest
ago.
jump scare. Okay, I figured.
Oh yeah. No, when I was playing this game for the first time, that one got me.
Yeah, I stopped playing the game for a bit after that. Yeah.
Dude, no, it's the ladder room, man. I don't know. For me,
The
it was
ladder one's
room.
really good too, and then they make you take fall damage from that. That was great design.
Well, she appears at the top of the ladder, then you get down, and like immediately after that, there's another jump scare, and that was just too much for me, man.
Yeah, Paxton Fettle's just standing right there next to you.
They just really hammer it into your brain.
Yeah. So, real quick, before we get to the next skip, an Eternal Enigma, a lovely host for part of the horror block this evening.
Yes.
Let's hear some donations.
Sure. There are a ton coming in for you, sir. We have a $50 donation from somebody you might know, Biddy. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best here. All right. Hi, baby. You're gonna kick the heck out of this run. Love you.
I love you too. I liked that.
Biddy, I hope I did you proud there. We have a $100 donation from Mitchell H, who says, looking forward to what is probably one of my favorite runs with some 4:30 a.m. F.E.A.R. Glad to see AGDQ with some great runs already and definitely more to come.
Awesome. Thank you, Enigma. So there's a pretty crazy skip I'm about to do, and I gotta concentrate, so I'm gonna have Waifu explain it.
Yeah, cool. So for this skip, he's going to do some really cool stuff here. He's going to have the ceiling tile not cooperate at all, and it's going to lose a ton of time. No, and then he's going to kick the ceiling tile into a very specific spot at some point. And he's going to quick save. And then throw a grenade so that the grenade will actually lift the ceiling tile into the air, and he's going to slow-mo and jump off the ceiling tile as it's raising, and this is going to put him through the ceiling, as you see.
First try!
That trick is really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. Like, the way I set that up is totally different than the way you do it. And your way might be better. I don't know. First try is a pretty strong showcase of that.
Yeah, and then he has to pixel walk across, and if he falls off, then he'll have to go back from his last quick save. And there's several spots there where you can just like kind of fall to the ground. So it's a lot harder than it looks to the out of bounds platforming.
That definitely is a really hard. That is usually the one skip that a lot of new runners are like, okay, how does this work? How do I make this consistent? What do I do? Please help. So I made that look a little bit easier than it actually is.
Yep, can't confirm. Spent a lot of time workshopping that.
Yeah, for real. A lot of times throwing the nade, waiting in anticipation for you to jump, and then the nade kills you.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
yeah, for sure. You know, I've definitely, cause when you die in this game, you like sink to the ground and your screen goes red. Saw a lot of that. It might be burned into my monitor. It might not be. I don't know.
How tight is the nade positioning on that skip?
It's not super tight, but it can roll far enough to where like it doesn't even move the ceiling tile. So you got to make sure it's close enough to make the ceiling tile go up, but not too close. Otherwise, it'll kill you.
I cannot believe. Just to be frank with you for a moment, I'm amazed you don't turn off VSync there, because I do, and I don't know if that makes me
Funny,
cheater, but
yeah. Funny you mention that. Higher frame rate makes that harder, but I play on 144, so I don't care. I just do it.
That's weird. That's weird. I literally okay. I didn't know that.
I've ran this game a lot, so I'm just used to it now.
Yeah.
Also,
That's fair.
yeah, this skip right here doesn't look flashy. But
This looks annoying though.
Yeah,
yeah, it is a little annoying, yeah.
It's kind of.
But there's a really specific spot right here on this railing that I'm trying to get into.
Yeah,
And then you can kind of look left and then crouch and jump a bunch, and it'll let you get onto the second floor. Oh, I had it, and then I
there's
got
that
killed.
Body
scream.
blocked
There
by that
was.
guy?
A little bit. Not enough, though.
Come on.
There we
man.
go, I got
there
it.
you go,
There
there
it
you go.
is.
Yeah, this
Could've
game
done
is
that
weird, like
one's-
physics. There's like some weird vaulting you can do or something, right? I don't know.
Yeah, if you get clipped into that railing, like, the game doesn't want you to go up to the second floor. It's like, no, stop. I have weird geometry just to stop you. But like, you look to the left and you spam crouch and jump, and it's just like, oh, never mind, this is acceptable. And
Yeah,
you just
and-
get another jump off.
We also kind of glossed over that, but he just like Terminator 2 through that wall. Basically, like if you just stand in a very specific angle and then tap like W and D back and forth, you can just kind of clip through those gates. It's called gate clip. That one only saves like 20 to 15 seconds or so because the gate will open eventually. But there's going to be another one coming up soon that he has to do. Otherwise, he has to go like around a long way, and like it's basically just it's ripped. So he's gonna have to do it. That one, if he doesn't get it, it's not a big deal. But the other one, that was required.
Yes, and most runners would, you put VSync on to get 60 FPS because it makes that gate clip so much easier. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you don't, you're gonna have to get a lot of practice in on it. Obi.
Nice.
Because yeah, it's not easy to do on a higher frame rate.
Also,
And now
Point
we're
Man
done
runs
with.
at higher frame rate.
Wait, what?
Does the Point Man run at higher frame rate too? Isn't that
Yes,
some
we actually
meme?
have in the rules now that you have to cap your game to 144 because for some weird reason it was only discovered recently that you do run faster on higher frame rate.
Nice. One of those games. Yeah.
Yep.
What engine is this? Is it like an in-house
Lithtech.
monolith one?
Yeah, it's Lithtech, the monolith. One of the versions of it. They've done a lot of these.
Did he just
Got the
spawn out of
quad
that
slide
crouching
kick. Holy moly.
I like that. Were they inside each other?
That's what I was
That just
saying, dude.
happens. Yeah, it just happens sometimes.
They were, yes.
They duplicated.
They were all trying to fit through the door and it just was not working. So
Yeah, this
real
game
quick,
had multiplayer too. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I do want to just point out that these soldiers that you're seeing are like the Armacam security. So these are not synthetic soldiers now, and they're kind of messing things up, but we're gonna just lights out.
All
And
darkness in the way,
then
dude.
there is
These
one
are
thing we haven't
non-lethal
explained.
takedowns. Well, that one might be lethal, but the others were not.
So there's one thing we haven't explained yet, and that's how I'm maintaining running speed while crouched. You bind your crouch button to the mouse wheel, up or down,
see.
doesn't really matter as long as it's bounded to that. And the game, it thinks of it as like a toggle crouch, but you fit under the little passageway anyways, so it counts you as being like smaller, but you're still standing. The reason why I'm bringing it up now is because every other instance of doing this in the run thus far has been really fast, so you don't really notice it. But right now, it's very noticeable that I am running at the usual speed, but being crouched at the same time. So that's just wanted to point that out there. And the rest of this level is pretty straightforward. We're gonna do some ladder thrusting really quick.
No
like
fire skips. I didn't do fire skips either.
No way. Fire
Screw
skip
that.
that's rough.
Yeah.
It's very not marathon safe, so that's why I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't even do it in my world record either.
Yeah, he had to turn some valves to stop some fire. You can heal through the fire, but the fire kind of damages you like really fast. It's so quick. So you gotta spam a lot of med kits. You have to have a lot, like 8 to 10 to just do one.
8 to 10. Yeah. It's a brutal strat. Definitely not suggested. But yeah, the rest of this is straightforward. I think we actually have time for a donation or two. Kobe.
Eagerly awaiting Mr. Enigma on the mic with some donations. Very ready for the buttery voice. Come on.
This man's dancing for it. Go.
Well, in the meantime,
we are going to quickport right here. This is called the Sayonara, because at the beginning of this level, Norton Mapes shows up, and he goes up into a room and deactivates the elevators, and he's like, Sayonara, and we're like, arr. And so think of this level as like a circle, and you're spawning at one point, but you don't go all the way around. You just quickport to like the end of the circle. This is a dumb explanation, but it's the only way to explain it. So that's just how that works.
Quickport, good.
it's
Quickport good.
It's fast. You go right to the origin of the map, wherever that is.
And then there's actually another cool trick here that we have not done yet in the run, where we literally climb a wall. We become Spider-Man.
Can you
Workshop
hear me?
this a lot as well.
Okay,
Yeah, this is
I'm
the
back
pillar
now.
climb.
Whoa.
Internet. I heard the call for
Hello?
donations, but then it was gone.
got you.
So if
We
I
got
missed
you.
that
He's back.
window, I apologize.
Hey, perfect. Oh, no, you're good. You can do it as soon as I'm done explaining pillar climb, which walls are weird in this game. Some of them are made in a way where Point Man can kind of get stuck onto them. And if the wall allows you, you can kind of just jump your way up them, and sometimes it's not helpful at all. But in that case, it is. We just skipped an entire mini-boss, so that's super fun. And now this next interval is called After Image. And we don't really do anything super crazy in After Image, so the whole entire time, Enigma, it hit us with them donations.
After Image, it's actually like this map, like it's weird. It just suddenly gets broodier, right, in the mood. I don't know. I've always noticed that with this level.
Yes,
It's just, like,
Paxton
suddenly
Fettle shows up and he
darker.
kind of is saying this weird poetic stuff. It's scary.
Yeah, it's like a lore map almost.
All right, we still good for donations? All right, excellent.
Yes,
Yeah,
time
We
for
have
it.
a
Go for it.
$100 donation from Vince, who says, this goes to Enigma's Choice for the excellent commentary. Incredible Left 4 Dead run, waifu, and can't wait for the horror block. We have a $5 donation from JC Mike, who says, you have one new donation. New donation from JC Mike. Hi all, JC here. F.E.A.R is great because not only does it count as a horror game, but also one of the greatest FPSs of all time. Thank you for running it. End of donation.
Thank you. I agree.
It's a good one, man. I think it's still, honestly, I think this game still holds up because, like, the combat is just really good. Like, you have a lot of options. You have melee.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have mines. You have grenades. You have You know, some really cool weapons. A lot of them we don't see, unfortunately, because you just run around holstered all the time, because that's fast. But I don't know. Like, I think it's still a good play. You know, it's still got the spooks. It doesn't look that bad. Like, it's aged, of course. But
Yeah, I feel like the only thing that doesn't really hold up is that everything is gray and also brown.
You know what?
And I think that's and I remember noticing that when I was younger playing it too. But I mean, really, like, yeah, that's about it.
The level design is amazing. Color palette is definitely a bit dark.
Yeah.
yeah. Is this game and outdoor environments don't really mix. Like, you were just outdoors, but you were just surrounded by concrete, so didn't really matter. But there's definitely like some spots where you can see the skyline, and otherwise just the outdoors, and it looks a little blurry. You know, it's not an engine really for that, I suppose. But also the lighting and just the destructive nature of the levels. Like, you shoot a wall and you just get like this massive like the crater where you've shot. That's
they
just
were like
so
pretty
cool.
ahead of their time with that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
I love screwing around with them, man. Like, the dynamic lighting was so good.
So this is the only level right here where we quick port twice, you know, because you don't usually need to quick port twice because it sends you to the same coordinates every time, right? But this first one, we're going to quick port to this room and then answer this call, or listen to this voicemail rather, because the voicemail will trigger the elevator braking.
I like that you land exactly on the door frame.
I know, right? Yeah, it's so convenient. Just a little thing for people who have played F.E.A.R. or want to play F.E.A.R. and like want to understand the story. Listen to literally every single voicemail you can. Just a heads up, because most of the explanation of what's going on is there.
Okay. Did you do that on purpose?
Gotcha, chat. All right, so the second quick port.
All right.
The second quick port we're gonna do after getting on this ladder. And yeah, we're in the same coordinates, but we have this super long ladder to climb out of bounds, and it leads us to this room up here.
Yeah, it's a big boy. It's so funny how all this just happens to work out.
You know? It's very coincidental.
Yeah.
It's like this game just fell like face first into being a good speed run.
It's sort of, that's exactly it.
All right, so right here, I'm just gonna do like a really minimal time save, but I just go for it no matter what.
It looks fancy. Yeah.
It's definitely fancy.
Yeah. That's a sick one.
Do you get any sort of forward momentum from doing the flying kicks
you get
like that?
A tiny bit of forward momentum, yes, but it's never really needed.
Here
I need to dispose
T2
of these men.
Again.
All right.
This is the one that's required.
Yeah, this is the important gate skip. You got to do this one. It sets otherwise, like, I think the path through the level is just so long. So slow-mo does help with this. You'll see him slow-mo sometimes for some tricks or like that, so that's good.
Very nice.
And now, a quick save for safety, and this is sort of the start of like a massive combat section. There's so many dudes in this level. You got to clear out all of the ones. I believe on the top floor. Maxi's just gonna drop some mines in some places here. He's gonna drop one at the elevator because some dudes come out the elevator. He's gonna drop one right there. You know, that's a choice, man. You know, I never dropped one there. That was a good choice. That, you know, it works out. 54 HP. We're not worried. It's fine.
I love the minor optimization of standing on the railing just to cut that corner a little bit faster.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's good. You don't have hops in this game, man. You gotta get your speed somehow. Cut from corners. So yeah, he's just going through, wasting dudes, grabbing some supplies on the way. A little bit of fun combat. There's a heavy here you gotta take care of. Third mine. Yeah, that's a good choice. Alice is here. We have to rescue Alice. Alice is the daughter of Harlan. Harlan is sort of the mastermind of Project Origin. Just take out that heavy. Just trigger the sequence. Trigger the cutscene. Trigger some dialogue. And while the dialogue's playing, you can't skip it, can't advance it. So might as well just clear out the rest of the dudes. And you also have some downtime for finding some supplies before escorting Alice, because you kind of have to be like right next to her to sort of trigger her to move.
Does Alice get risk of dying through this?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Oh, can Alice be killed throughout all this?
I've never had that happen, which means I don't think so, but I don't know. I was an 80% good, man.
Yeah, right.
You know, I bounced in, I bounced out with this game. That's sort of how it happens, like a trampoline.
Drew said, my world record, and then bye. Gotta go.
Well, you know.
True.
On to the
That's
next
true.
conquest. Hey, it got Maxi back to the game, right? He got the record back. He's
Yeah.
at GDQ, like right on. You know, but yeah, he's just he's triggered Alice, and now if you go to the elevator here, where'd that mine go? I guess the mine already went. Yeah, but
I would say the severed leg is a good indication of where the mine went.
oh, you know that's good evidence. Yeah, bag that one. We're gonna need that in the lab. And Alice is on her way. She's going to be here eventually soon.
Yeah,
this is the
she'll get
laser
here.
gun bride. We mentioned this one earlier. This is the
Yeah,
laser gun.
I remember this now. Yeah.
It's got a nice sound, honestly. It's like phew. Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of hit a couple of levels here, and there's gonna be enemies to shoot with the laser gun. Other than that, we're just chilling with the elevator tunes. But
Yeah.
I do have a question for chat.
Why are all the floors lighting up?
Chat, do you want to know Alice Wade's
Somebody's pressing the call button.
deepest,
Get ready.
darkest secret?
I don't know if I do.
She's also a cannibal. I mean, how'd that tomato sauce get on her, you know?
Close.
I don't know. Actually, you're leaving me in suspense. Anything I say from this point is going to be really
go
dumb,
again.
so I don't want to keep guessing.
Collateral.
An
I saw that.
astounding yes from the chat. All right, prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. So, Alice Wade, daughter of Harlan Wade. Paxton's coming after her because, you know, she's related to the project. But there's one thing that Paxton doesn't know. She has web
barefoot.
toes.
Oh my!
She's an otter.
That is so stupid.
Barefoot out here, man. Barefoot out here.
That is stupid. Why does she have webbed toes?
She's an otter.
I'll wait here.
We
What-
know
what
she
was-
can't hide this anymore.
She's an auditor?
What? No.
That too.
Oh, she's an otter. Oh, man, I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. I was racking my brain. I'm like, why are we laughing?
Maxi, what were you? How did you decide that you wanted to tell this joke on your GDQ stage?
I don't even know.
I'm here
All right,
for it.
so if you have seen this run at SGDQ 2018, you didn't get to see this skip because this is new. This is something we didn't do before.
Going out in the elevator.
Oh, man.
This right here is the window skip. We're gonna
I
beat
do
up
this with
chair.
I do this with the bucket in the corner, so this is already off course for me. I enjoy the bucket, honestly. I've had the bucket work.
Honestly, the bucket is faster, but it is less consistent. But yeah, we're gonna beat up this chair with this laser beam. It's a sturdy chair though, so don't worry. And then we're gonna slide kick, and hopefully it'll just send us right through the. Yep,
man.
just like that.
No, that's fast.
That was so fast.
Yeah.
So
Very nice, very nice.
I don't know why, but like the chair being on its back and then slide kicking into the legs while it's on its back is the perfect height for you to slide kick through that window. Any other setup is a little bit more finicky, but doable. As Fru said, you know, the bucket is actually a faster setup, but the guarantee of you actually slipping through the window is definitely lower.
I don't know. Man. I just want to slide kick a mop bucket every now and then. You know, it's just like how it goes.
Wait a
So
second.
that was the window skip. That was brand new. But this one is not brand new, and it's also like the most finicky, weirdest thing in the game. I'm just gonna jump on this laptop and I'm gonna shoot it with a shotgun.
Oh, this
And
looks not annoying at all.
things are gonna happen, and that's gonna be cool.
This is such a weird. I have no idea why this works, but
He's
it
trying to
does-
send his feet through the computer.
It does
basically.
literally warp you, yeah. And
It's very
sometimes
finicky.
it warps you in good places, and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh,
Just like that.
Okay,
Oh my
sure.
god,
Yeah.
that was beautiful. That was great. Right on the railing too. That's a good one. It's a good warp. Well
Good
done.
stuff. Yeah.
Solid Dell computer.
Is this the biggest skip in the game here, would you say?
No.
No? It's a
I
pretty
think the
big one.
biggest skip in the game is the second to last skip, which is
Oh, floppy?
just the volt
Floppy?
skip, not floppy,
Yeah.
but the volt skip.
Oh, vault skip. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because even in no out of bounds, that level is long. So
Yeah, like you literally just fly to the end. Like you can see how much you're skipping, like all of that, I
It's
don't
a
know,
long
parking
level.
garage.
Yeah.
Was that one of those things that was just discovered accidentally? Because that seems like that's one of those things that you just
there's
discover
two
on
different
accident.
setups for it. So I would say yes, but then like there was a lot of testing to see exactly why it works. And
Right, of
there was a
course.
couple setups for it. That one is just the one I do. I'm just most comfortable with. But there's another one where you just walk into the laptop and it just sends you to the second floor as well.
I
So
think
it's
I
weird.
think that's how I did it. Yeah, I tried to
Yeah,
do
that-
just like weird mouse flick. That's probably placebo. I don't know, but
I found the
So now
walking
we're coming
shot
up
easier,
to a
but-
level called Urban Decay.
Why there?
We're out of the Armacam building. That part of the game's done. We're gonna go try and find the underground lab that is hidden from everyone. That's where Project Origin was worked on and whatnot. But Urban Decay is pretty short. There's really not much to explain, so I'm actually going to let Enigma take over for quite a while to slam out some donations.
Well, that's a good thing because we've got a lot. You
Let's
are very
go.
popular right now. We have a $25 donation from Douth32 who says, had to donate during one of my favorite runs, F.E.A.R. Good luck, Maxi, and let's get that Wand of Gamelon run unlocked.
But the pilot's dead and Jen's banged up
We have
pretty bad.
$5 from DMC Dante PNW who says, hiya, Maxi. Good luck on your F.E.A.R run, floppy disk FTW.
Oh yeah.
You sure you want to send him
$25 from Mariner Hawk who says, Pagman, this is the run. I love you, Maxi. Thanks for the great streams, and I hope you do great in the run. Smiley face.
Pagman, thank you.
$25 from Guzzle Gut who says, had to donate during my favorite Spooky Runners Spooky Run. Good luck and have fun, Maxi.
Well, we're having lots of fun.
$25 from Nits666 who says, donating for one of my favorite streamers who inspired me to start speedrunning. Good luck on the run. We're all rooting for you. $25 from Casuality who says, we've been expecting this run. It was foretold by Gyromancy. $5 from Moon who says, Pagman, this is the run. Let's go, Maxi, on this
oh my
F.E.A.R
god.
run.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. Just he threw
You
a
better
grenade
be
at his
sorry,
feet.
Fru.
Yeah, my bad. It's just I had to exclaim. I don't know. Well, he's dead now, so
It's
that's how it
okay.
happens.
Me and you have a past. It's okay.
I hope a good one. Anyway,
Oh, it's sterling. It's wonderful.
All
Do we
right,
still
cool.
have time for more, or do we need to take back over, Maxi?
Keep going, keep going.
Keep going. All right. We have just making sure. We have a $100 donation from Spouten4. Says, happy to be able to donate a bit more this year and glad to see Maxi playing one of my favorite horror games. Let's show cancer has something to fear.
Ooh.
that's a good one.
Nice.
$25 from Saich who says, I fear I have to donate during Maxi's run as always. Keep it up, stay safe, and beat cancer.
Actually,
We have-
I'm sorry. You can do one more. Go ahead.
Okay, this is a good one. This is worth it. We have a $50 anonymous donation who says, a haiku. F.E.A.R. Creepy scent doll guards the lamp. Wand of Gamelon.
Very
So
topical. Well
mysterious.
done. Well done.
Fantastic. Yeah, what you all just saw there was me throwing a grenade. I messed up really, really badly, and then I tried doing it again, which I probably shouldn't have done because it killed me.
Yeah, that was a
The second,
sequence.
the
I'll tell
second
ya.
one made me worry a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. You saved it with the sick parkour on the outside section. I was actually, that's what I was going to say. I was really impressed with how
I
fast
wanted to
that was.
ask if that was hard because it looked really precise.
So I don't know why, but it seems to me that the window skip is just very different for a lot of runners. I've always had an easier time with it, and I think it might have something to just do with like FPS. I don't know,
Yeah.
but Yeah, it's like trying to jump on those outside little like windowsills is kind of just different for everybody.
I didn't like it. It felt inconsistent to me, and I've spent a lot of time doing platforming in 3D environments, so I would say that, you know, I'm a subject matter authority, but even still, you know, I still fell to my death a number of times, so you know, that's how it goes. Anyway.
Wasn't there a part of this game where you pilot a mech or something? Was that this part?
No, that's
no. Am
the
I thinking of something
game.
else? That's the second game.
Yeah, that's the second game.
But there are mech warriors in this game that like you're supposed to fight, and most of them are optional. So, but like the ones in F.E.A.R 2 are way bigger. Massive. But yeah, actually, we can just keep on going with donations.
Wait a second. I have a quick question, Maxi.
Go for it.
How is a cannibal close to an otter? Because Casey said cannibal and you said no, that's close.
Yeah, that's close.
You know that? Yeah. Okay, I do have some questions. Yeah, that's definitely. Oh,
At this time, you can answer questions. He just got hit by a truck.
I like how you just realized this, Bri. It's like 10, 15 minutes. It's been racking your brain. Like clearly, some level of subconscious is still chewing that fat, and I think that's that's excellent. Also, that APC jump is scary every time. Like every time I ran this game and I got to the APC, I had to jump over it. Actually, I think it caught me off guard a couple times where I was just like, I forgot what to do, so I just get crushed. But on that note, you know, we can do some donations, I think, right?
Yeah, we got time. Let's go.
Okay, we still have plenty. We have a $10 donation from Clowns who says, on behalf of our tiny but mighty F.E.A.R run community, good luck, have fun, and don't flop on floppy.
Ooh, I will do my best, Sir Clowns.
$25 from Snapcaster Mage, who says, the first GDQ run I ever saw was Maxi running F.E.A.R, and from that run, I've been hooked on horror speedruns since. Shoutouts to him, of course, and my coach, who's taught me so much about marbles and bus tickets. I think they're talking about me. Horror block forever. We have an anonymous $50 donation who says, when F.E.A.R came out, my friend asked, shouldn't they do recon before assault? And I have never been able to forget that.
That's so smart.
We have $50 from Scary Carrie, who says, glad I made it back for the friendly block. That's what F.E.A.R stands for, right? Friends eating apples reasonably? Anyways, glad I won't be spooked. Good luck. We have a $250 donation from Black Tongue, who says, I had to donate during one of my favorite games of all time. F.E.A.R is a masterpiece.
All right, so this is kind of important, I think, right? This what's going on here? Ladder.
Yeah, so I just traded the laser gun for the gravity blaster thingamabobber. I don't know what it's actually called. I just call it that. So yeah, that gun is going to be very important for the skip that we're going to do after this skip, which is, we just call it early entry. We're just floating towards the exit of this level, and it's the entrance to the secret underground laboratory.
Yeah, it's sort of the final, like, story beat, I guess, in the game is getting into the vault.
Right.
The vault where I think Alma is sealed away, and Harlan is trying to release her. And, of course, we know how that goes. F.E.A.R 2, and then F.E.A.R 3, I suppose. But yeah, this is sort of the elevator shaft, I think.
Yeah. Now we're going in the vault, and we're doing a skip called the Doge Skip, where I'm going to jump forward and use the forward momentum after the quick port that I do to try to get to this ladder.
Oh my god,
that was
really hard.
That is not easy. Well done.
Stuff is not easy, but the important part about the gravity gun is that we're going to switch to the shotgun during the ladder glitch, which actually switches the bullet values of these two guns. So I'm shooting shotgun ammo right now, but the gravity gun is an area of effect weapon, so it's going to actually bump us up the vent. But we're not
really
going to do damage to ourselves. Yeah, it's a super cool skip, and I just did it, and very cleanly, and that is really hard, and I made it look really easy, so that's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, that was very
dope.
crisp.
That's probably the hardest trick in the game. Yeah, is that quick port into the ladder grab, I would say. At least for me. That was really hard.
That's awesome. Why is it called the Doge Skip, though?
Because this interval is called Lapdog.
Oh, okay, nice. That's cute.
See?
That's cute.
Also,
course,
that chocolate
man.
milk is explosive.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was
Yes.
milk there. Was it actually milk?
No, it's not. I just call it
Oh.
chocolate milk.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it.
Flammable
convinced.
chocolate milk.
Oh, I don't. Okay,
So
all right.
the Doge Skip, super flashy, super crazy, not as big as this skip, which is not super cool and super flashy. You just kind of quick port after the ladder and then climb into this room, and boom, you've skipped the longest interval in the entire video game.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's also
That's convenient.
kind of a hard one. Yeah, that one. It can be finicky.
A little
but
bit, yeah.
I think we're here, Maxi. Is it time?
It's time for the floppy boost.
Dude,
Probably
even
my
I'm aware
favorite
of
trick.
this skip. This thing is so cool.
Yeah, this one's pretty dope. If I do mess it up, it's the sloppy floppy. So hopefully we don't get a sloppy
We don't
floppy.
we don't want sloppy floppies. No.
So we're gonna lean to the right, just because these doors close if we go too far into this room.
Yeah, you got to get the floppy out here, and of course this is basically a prop boost. A fairly precise one because you have to jump off of this tiny thing and land in an elevator. So let's see how that goes. Well, can't first try everything, Maxi.
Well, we can
Well, that's
second
looking
try
good.
it.
Oh,
never
God.
mind.
What? That looks good. You actually gotta like bounce off of it twice.
There we go.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's
wow.
so cool, dude. That is
That
so
is
cool.
awesome.
Third try will do.
That's good. I'll clap for
A
that.
sloppy floppy, but good.
yeah.
We clap for
That's good
floppies.
Clapping for the floppies.
Yeah, that wasn't a sloppy. That was more like a greasy floppy. It was like
You know
a
what?
sloppy.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Bullet time physics abuse platforming is just like probably one of the coolest things about this game, if not the coolest. As a speedrun, anyway.
I agree. It is really sick. Like there's so many crazy things in this run, but being able to use like the bullet time for a lot of them it just looks really cool. It's visually pleasing.
I made a bad choice today. I had like 4 Oreos instead of 2, but I did not unleash an evil on the world the way this man has, and then promptly die. So, in hindsight, my bad choice, not as bad as his. That's like a truly disastrous choice.
Yeah, Harlan, opening the vault, pretty bad idea. Comparable to eating too many Oreos, but not quite.
Comparable to otters and cannibals,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess also lumping those two together, not a great idea. But it's just sort of the final sequence here, right? More or less.
Yeah. There's really only one more trick we're gonna be doing, and we just call it the Spidey. It's more wall climbing, and it actually doesn't look like it's gonna skip a whole lot, but it really does. It does skip a really large chunk of this level. This ending sequence with Alma here coming out of the vaults and wreaking
Just another
havoc.
casual pillar climb, but it's not
Oh,
really.
yeah.
It's not a pillar. It's just a corner. It's like those like slanted walls, 45-degree angles. Those are weird for some reason. You just go up those.
That was kind of scary too. You fell. I was gonna say I have definitely lost a run to PB pace here after doing all the hard tricks, and then you fall off the pillar climb and then die.
Yeah, the fall damage is brutal in this game.
Yeah.
This
You don't have
is
to be very high
also
up.
like this is a kind of when the game goes off the rails a bit because you just have ghosts appear now.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
As soon as those little black clouds appeared, I was like, oh, dude, I hated these enemies. Yeah.
It's just kind of odd because they try to run into you and they explode and they do damage.
It's
and
very weird, yeah.
It's strange, yeah. But yeah, this is the escape sequence, more or less. This game does not have a happy ending.
No,
I'll be
it's a
honest.
super dark story.
It's
If y'all want to look it up or play it yourselves, go for it. But I ain't gonna explain any of it.
Bad ending in my horror game? Dude,
No shot.
unthinkable.
Unthinkable. So yeah, this last sequence of escaping is a pretty good time for some last donations. So take it away, Enigma.
All right, will do. We've got an anonymous $400 donation. And this one says, F.E.A.R. Love what you guys are doing. Gamelon, Gamelon, Gamelon. That's our next bonus game, by the way. I've got to get this one out of the way. It's just jumping out at me. We have $25 from King TDN. I apologize in advance. The message says, ah! Thank you for the $25.
Your mic clips just a little
cut
bit
out?
at the
Yeah.
beginning, so
Let me
it
try
just
that again,
sounds
let
like
me
you
try
went, ah!
Let me try that again. $25 from King TDN says, ah. Oh, it tried. I got it, King TDN. Thank you. We have $15 from T-Money33 who says, go, Maxi, go. You got me into speedrunning, and I'm so happy for it. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Thank you. That's going to Zelda.
$50 from Scruff77 who says, I try and donate every time Maxylobes runs at GDQ. He's my favorite speedrunner, so here's $50 to Runner's Choice.
Thank you.
More money for Gamelon.
Yep.
That if anybody donates for a host choice, that's also mine, Gamelon, just to let you know. We have $25 from NMC Gaming who says, let's kick cancer's behind like Point Man does to so many baddies. You are killing it, Maxi.
Yo, thank you.
I just want to say with regards to like Wand of Gamelon, I don't know, man. Anytime I see CDI on the games list, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm there.
Put it in my veins. It's so good. But yeah, Maxi's just sort of going through, like we said, the final sequence. This is kind of scary. She can kill you instantly if you touch her, and that was very close. Of course.
I made it close on purpose.
Well, thanks, man, because I was trying to keep my composure for you, and I think I did. I think I did a good job.
You did.
This is the final kill.
Capital D colon, dude. Shoot her in the face?
Yeah, just shoot her in the face a few times.
No.
And I mean, I don't really know what that means in the context of like the story of the game. You know, I don't really know what the sequence is supposed to tell you. Because like, oh, did you vanquish the evil? Well, I'm not sure because it doesn't end well anyway. So.
Right. Yeah.
The scream, by the way.
Also, you get a really good view of Harlan's stash here. So,
Take her back to the vault.
a good man with terrible intentions, but he had a really good mustache.
Also, spoiler alert: you're Alma's daughter. Wait, what? What did you just do? What? What are you
This
doing?
is the thing.
What?
Yes.
I didn't. What? I've never done this. I've never seen that. That is the. I had the world record for this game. That's the first time I've seen that.
I've
Yeah,
never
you can
seen
break that cutscene by just mashing jump.
Oh, well, it's that easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Game Borkin.
Well, everything's fine.
Yeah, we're finally out. Thank
Oh,
goodness.
no.
'cause that
This is
place
We're
great.
is-
out in the open, and
Oh!
yeah, it's not as gray. Oh,
well, that's upsetting.
what are we gonna do about the new coming
What
at
is
us,
quick?
Maxi?
What does the newspaper say
What does
about
the
this?
newspaper?
We're gonna
Top
read the
scientist
newspaper.
Top
missing.
scientist missing.
Whoa!
That explains everything.
It should say top mustache missing.
Have you seen this mustache? I think time is coming up now. Yeah.
Yep, very soon. Get ready on time. And time. Nice.
Yo, GG, man.
GG's.
Well-
That is
well done.
fear
GG.
any percent.
You
Very
are
nice
like right at estimate.
Yeah?
Wait, really? What's the time?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There you go. You know what's funny? During my practice runs, I got 3 55:05s.
Well,
Not
that's
even
consistent.
kidding. So
Insane
And
consistent.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Like, this was a really tight estimate. I did not give myself much breathing room, so I'm pretty proud of that. That was a really good run. Anywhere
You should
close
be.
to estimate was a good run. So
Yeah, like here's the thing with estimates. Like it's an estimate. You don't have to be underestimate like every
Oh,
time.
yeah.
You can be. It's an estimate. You can be around estimate. But
Exactly.
still, that is overestimate. So you do have to sit in the chair, Maxi. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
it's true.
oh,
right.
the interrogation chair, Paxton Fettle, please. I've been good. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching and supporting a great cause with all those awesome donations. Thank you so much. You guys are all so great. Thank you to my couch, my wonderful couch, waifu, KZ for Brian Otto. Any final words from you two, or three rather?
I just want to say thank you for having me on here. It was like, I mean, you saw how stoked I got when you asked me. I appreciate you having me around here. And so, yeah, thanks for letting me share the space with you. And yeah, I don't know. It's just great hanging out with y'all. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah, this was really fun, man. Thank you for having me along. Glad to tag along. Glad to have run this game. Glad you turned me on to it. It was a great time. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much for having me. It's awesome time as always. If you guys don't, you should definitely go check out Maxi. He is what got me into a lot of the games that I run, not just F.E.A.R. So really cool.
Yeah,
dude.
I run a ton of games, 30 plus at the moment. Some I don't really run too much anymore, but I stream them all full time on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Maxylobes. So follow me there. Come hang out. It's at Maxylobes on all my socials. So if you want to find me on Twitter or YouTube or anything, just hit up that. And yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you all again very much. And shout outs to AGDQ for having us. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of the marathon. Good night.